Hey y'all, we're back. I am one of the Krypton critics. We have a guest here. This is my mom. Last time, like 3 times, it had been my father. So, how did you feel about the film? What we saw, we just left Cinema Cafe and we saw The Martian.
I thought it was really red. There's a lot of red and rocks, and most of the movie was red, and most of the movie was just Matt Damon. So if you're not a Matt Damon fan, I do not recommend this movie.
Are you?
Mostly.
Are you down with the Matt?
Mostly I'll go to the Matt for Matt. Mostly.
Okay.
He did a good job.
I like the contrast of the colors of when they're on Earth. It was mostly blue tones. When we was over on Mars, it was mostly red tones.
Yeah, I'd say that. There's a lot of blue and green whenever they showed the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I was like blue whenever they were indoors. They focused a lot on blue, and when they were outdoors, it's like they made sure to include green.
Which I found interesting because so many movies that are trying to be dramatic use blue tones because black has been overplayed. Zack Snyder has not learned this.
No.
He wants to make everything black and gray.
Right.
But now directors are starting to discover that using blue and orange at the same time makes a good contrast to see the actor compared to the background.
Well, my background's in floral design, so I see the world in colors and how they go together too. And blue and orange are not only complementary, they just make you feel they're homey kind of colors. So even though I talked about how the movie was, orange and red everywhere at the beginning, at the same time showing the blue and the orange together, that contrast, it just brings home kind of comforting feelings. So that I think that's why they play a lot off color, and as you can see, I'm a fan of color. So.
Okay. My favorite character was Vincent from Back on Earth. Because he was one of the most interesting characters because, he had a lot of heart, and even all the Congress where they say, even what all the NASA said, and he's like, no, we need to bring Matt's character back.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with him
I
being?
I think it might be a spoiler you're giving.
It's on all the promotional material. It's on their poster. Bring him back. I mean, if you can't tell that's Mars, I mean, go read a book. But what's up when Matt Damon had to be saved by other characters in movies? We got Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
We got Interstellar, and we got this movie.
I don't know. Typically, there must be something about him, because typically a white mainstream character, he would be the one saving everyone else. So it is interesting that you point out that he's the one being saved all the time.
We had one Mexican doing the saving.
Well,
The guy from Ant-Man is going to come in and save you.
Well, you never know. People's abilities change based on what they're available to do. But I'm trying to think of a movie where Matt Damon was like the shining, knight. I can't really think of one. Yeah, no. Even if we go back to what was the movie he did? The movie where he was mathematician.
Mathematician?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Was it recent?
I don't know. It was like a while ago. Oh my gosh, it's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. He was in Boston.
Oh, you mean the one with the actor that people really missed?
Yeah. I can't believe you're going blank too. Okay, Robin Williams is in it.
Yeah.
He's in it. His best friend's in it. Ben Affleck's in it. His best friend. Anyway, I'm gonna scream it out later because I'm gonna think what the hell it is, and people commenting on this are gonna be like, "What do you mean you didn't know the name of the movie?" I don't know. But anyway, someone had to save his ass in that too. He went through therapy, and Robin Williams saved him, and it was an awesome movie. It was an awesome movie, and I cannot think of the name of it. All I can remember is there was a parody of it where someone else was imitating it later, talking about how about them apples. Oh Jesus. Anyway. But yeah, so we want to know, Maybe Matt Damon can tell us. Maybe he'll comment on this, and he'll tell us why he must be saved. All the time.
I'm not that big. I'm not PewDiePie. He's not just gonna
Right.
Twitter me directly.
Think big, Eric. Think big. Okay, I'm your mother. I can see your potential.
Well, I got like 5 subscribers right now.
6. I'll do it when I get home.
He wasn't my mother. He must be supporting me. He
I am. I'm doing a video. Damn it! What's the name of that movie? It's driving me nuts. Anyway, okay. So back to this movie where he had to be saved. You know, I wonder if because he had to eat potatoes in so many scenes, although not as many as the character was supposed to eat, I wonder if he did not want to have another potato for a very long time after filming this movie. Because he did eat a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It's like they had no other plants.
Well, potatoes grow underneath the ground, and they only need so much sunlight, and they can weather, like, when the movie was going on, and they had where everything got frozen and destroyed, I turned to Eric, and I quietly told him, because we're in a theater, I said, the potatoes under the ground will still be edible. So I'm pretty sure that's part of why he picked that. Potatoes are easy to root. I mean, all you do is cut them apart. You don't have to have the actual seed, nor do you have to grow them in water to grow roots. You cut them up in little pieces, and each one you bury potentially becomes a plant.
Yeah, that's why the potato famine happened, because it was too cold.
Right. But whatever was underneath the ground that had already formed was okay. Exactly. That's why I was like, I knew he wouldn't have no food. It wasn't like a total crop was destroyed. They essentially were, but he still had edible remnants.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Had some hash browns.
Yeah, I don't think he had a lot of oil for frying anything. It looked like they were just a lot of different shapes of potatoes that were microwaved. That's what it looked like. That's what he was doing the whole time.
Yeah, lots of ketchup.
Lots of ketchup. Although I really did enjoy the Vicodin instead of the ketchup. I did not know. Apparently Dr. House did not know either. Or maybe he did. But anyway, apparently Vicodin is a perfectly acceptable substitute for ketchup. I didn't know that in advance. Did you?
I don't take it.
I know you don't take it. I'm just saying. I had no idea it was a substitute. But anyway, so who was my favorite character? Was it the Vicodin?
You said Vicodin?
The Vicodin.
It's not a person.
I know it's not a person. Let's see. Who is my favorite character in the movie? I can't remember his name right now, but I just liked the way he was, and that was the Astro Dynamist? Am I saying that wrong?
You mean Don Glover's character?
Yeah. I enjoyed just his little quirks.
Mm-hmm.
What was he actually? He was an Astro...
he was an Astro... who was it? Dynamics.
Yeah.
Diamond.
He was from Astrodynamics. There you go. We're not going to try and put an ist on it because it's too goddamn hard. So, yeah, he was my favorite. I just liked his little... I mean, I know he was a short-term character. He wasn't there for everything, but I enjoyed his... Yeah. What would the right word be? His little mannerisms, his isms. I enjoyed him a lot. Character that I did not enjoy as much. Do you ever do negative characters?
We can.
Okay.
Why not?
Character I did not enjoy so much was Teddy, the head of the NASA. Not just because he was a policy man and he was focused on the bottom line. I can respect that to a point. I don't know. Jeff Daniels just has amazing ability to play someone you don't like. It's what he does. I mean, I can go back to so many films of his and tell you, yeah, I didn't like him in that one either. Yeah, he was an asshole in that one too. You know, that's... Wow, you could go back a long time. Which means he will always have a successful career because we always need movies where there's a jackass in them. We just do. And you need someone who's believable in the role of jackass or it's just not as much fun.
I can't say I necessarily dislike someone, just that there's a few characters that I would like to see more of what they are, like Kate Mara's character or the German guy, or...
He was fun.
Or Michael Pena's character, who I thought he was going to be like the main source of comedy Not really. It was really Matt Damon that was the main.
Their interactions were
Yeah.
very entertaining.
Yeah.
That and all the little asides to the camera that Matt was doing, like saying that he's a space pirate and that he colonized. He was the first colonist.
Yeah, I heard a few jokes about this movie, saying that it's like a prequel to Interstellar, because Matt Damon's in that movie and he's lost on a planet where they just kind of left him there. Not Mars, different planet.
Of course.
It also has, you remember the commander of, what was it? Hermes? The girl with like a very square-like jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays Matthew McConaughey's daughter.